Rolling with Carolla segment tonight. Got a little uncomfortable for Arnold Schwarzenegger last night on 60 Minutes.
You write that Maria did ask you before the confrontation with the marriage counselor, is that your child? Before then. So you lied to her.
You can say that.
She gave up her television career for you. I mean, wow. Was this just the most unbelievable act of betrayal to Maria?
I think it was the stupidest thing I've done in the whole relationship. It was terrible. I inflicted tremendous pain on Maria and unbelievable pain on the kids.
Joining us now from Los Angeles, Adam Carolla, author of the book Not Taco Bell Material. So you got a book out. Is it worth getting humiliated the way that Arnold Schwarzenegger was last night on 60 Minutes by Leslie Stahl? And Leslie Stahl just kicked his butt.
Yes.
I mean, it was...
I know. He said he was set for life money-wise. Yeah. I don't know what he's doing this for. I mean, it's like he is probably... I mean, I don't know why you want to... Look, I had a gay tryst with Dr. Drew 10 years ago, but you didn't see me writing about it in my book because that's a secret that I keep well under wraps.
And I understand why you keep that secret, but I don't, you know, Dr. Drew probably is now filing papers against you even as we speak, so just so you know. I had no part of it, Dr. Drew. So Schwarzenegger gets on there, and instead of basically, I know I'm a nerd, but I wanted to, Leslie Stahl to say, hey, you were a bad governor, Arnold, which he was. But instead it was all about the love child, and then he was Conan the Barbarian, and he was chasing Conette or whoever the other woman out there in the little hat was. And it was and he's sitting there, this big macho guy, and he's just getting bang, bang, bang. And I'm thinking to myself, is it really worth it for some dopey book that doesn't mean a thing? Is it?
No. Now, listen, I live in California, and I can tell you who else got screwed by Arnold Schwarzenegger, not just the help.
Don't, please. You know, we would like to walk out of here with just a little litigation from Drew, nobody else.
The good people who live in California, Bill, that's what I'm saying to you.
So you're talking making a political metaphor. Okay, because I thought you were going to go down that other road
your message.
That we certainly don't want to open. All right, so you and I both agree that it's inexplicable for a guy like Arnold Schwarzenegger to, number one, write the book, and number two, go out and promote the book when he knows people are going to hammer him and all of that. You know, look, you
but
get
also,
5
let
kids.
me ask you this about,
go ahead.
How surprised is Maria Shriver?
I don't know. I mean, I have no idea. I don't know her very well. I don't know her very well.
She's a Kennedy. You don't think she saw this one coming?
I don't know.
And
you know, look,
he's an athlete, an actor, and a politician. Of course he's going to have extramarital affairs. That's what he does. I would
never say that. You know, I know Maria Shriver. She seems to be a very nice woman. She doesn't deserve all of this. But the worst thing about it are the 5 kids that he has. You see, that opens all of these doors for these kids. This was dead and buried, this whole thing. And then you write about it again, you go on 60 Minutes, and then the kids, they got to go to school the next day, you know? And this is what, hey, come on. And the press, they don't care about the kids. The press will just squeeze this, every drop out of it they can. I guess you could accuse me of doing that today, but all I want to know is, all I want to do with this segment is to say to anybody else, if you have children, don't take the money, okay? Let it go. All right, Mexican food stamp. Apparently, there's been extensive conversations between the Obama administration and the government of Mexico about how to get food stamps paid for by Carolla and myself and you guys watching to illegal aliens coming across the border. And what do you think about that?
It's insane. First off, it's weird. I mean, there's 46 million people on food stamps, and yet every kid is morbidly obese. It's a weird combination. It's a weird time we're living in, number one. Number two, this should be called The Fat and the Furious. Pretty slick, huh, Bill?
Very nice.
I know you like that.
Yes.
Do the math. And look, yeah, somebody said, well, is he just trying to get votes? And my question is, I don't know, but
they can't
out of the
vote.
46 million,
illegal aliens can't vote. So it can't be a vote play.
Well, you're building a constituency through handing out free candy.
And the community, the Latino community, might be appreciative of the largesse coming into their community because they don't really make most of them a distinction between people who are hungry, who are legal and illegal. If you're hungry, you should get some food. But this whole thing is so far out of control that it just boggles the mind. It really just boggles the mind. It's all about social justice, what we talked about at the top of the program, but it's just so far out of control. It really is.
But
and I don't think people know. I don't think they understand. Go ahead.
Well, we're insane. I mean, we're broke. But let me ask you this, Bill, honestly, and you don't want to be cruel, but I don't mind being cruel because I come from a family that got food stamps and welfare. There's 46 million Americans on food stamp right now. If you cut out 40 million of those, do you think they'd go hungry? I'll leave 6 million for people that are desperate and need it and can't work and so on and so forth. Do you think those 40 million people would go hungry, or do you figure...
Did your family need the food stamps when you were growing up?
Well, you wouldn't need it if you couldn't get it. If you can get it for free, then you do need it. Do you need cable?
All right,
no,
so you're
but
saying
now that I've had cable for 10 years, I need it.
So you're saying if you didn't have it, that would have forced your mother, and I don't think your father was in a picture, right, much, to do something to feed the kids.
The way we always did it, the way humanity has always survived. Do you think people would actually starve? Would 40 million of those 46 million people go hungry?
No.
Answer's
there would
no.
be some
I'll guarantee you.
Right. But I think it
most
could
of
be
kids are
organized
overweight.
in another way, in a way that's much more efficient and fair. All right, Carolla, I was going to ask you about
They can do it for themselves. Yes.
I was going to ask you about the TSA stealing stuff, but we'll leave that to next week because we got to run. And a quick reminder, only 5 more days